Welcome to The Nooner, a daily dispatch of open-ended ideas from J.E. Peterson. But you can call me Jordan. If you like this podcast, I hope you'll click whatever you need to click to make sure it consistently shows up in the crosshairs of your attention. The thought of you missing out gives me night sweats. All right, here's today. Imperfect Practice, on starting now instead of later. I'm launching something imperfect today, and imperfect is a polite word, a hedging word. The logo, the format, the plan itself, even this post, they're good, I think. Not great. Definitely not perfect. So maybe I could have waited until it was all closer to great before slamming the go button. But the problem is the waiting. It's a concession to the seduction of perfectionism, which always whispers that things could be better than they are, that I should be careful not to show weakness, that I'll be judged for something less than what I could have done. And then it's so easy for later to become never. That's the trap. And so, in an effort to avoid that trap, I'm starting now. And I am committed to make all of this better as I go. It's true that some things need time. I spent 3 years working on a novel before I let anyone read a single chapter of it, then another 2 before I shared the whole thing with anyone else. But that model doesn't work for this. It preemptively defeats it. Because this isn't one thing, it's a lot of things. A collection. A practice. Mostly, it's a practice. And you can't wait to start practicing something until you're already really good at it. You literally can't. Just like tails can't wag dogs and carts don't go before horses. Either get started or don't. So I did. After all that abstract ranting, you might be wondering what this even is, so I'll tell you. It's a daily newsletter/podcast. About what? Well, that's harder. I like open-ended ideas because it suggests that there's a conversation to have, and I'm someone who thinks there's always a conversation to have. The truth is, I have a digital drawer called Essay Ideas that just gets longer and longer. There are a lot of things I want to write about. Instead of picking one and worrying it to death before putting something out into the world every few weeks or months, I'm going to publish something every day. This will be my practice, to put nebulous thoughts into concrete words worth sharing. I know I won't always hit the mark, but if I keep practicing, my aim is bound to improve. Are you thinking about someone right now? That's probably a good indication that they might like to hear what you just heard. I'm not going to ask you to spam your socials, but I am going to ask you to follow your heart. And right now, your heart knows who to share this with. See you at noon tomorrow.